What do you mean you cancel my arraignment? Man, as criminal lawyers, we get that question all the time. For those of you who've been arrested or charged with a crime and have an arraignment, I'm going to tell you several things you need to know so you're not freaked out about your arraignment being canceled. It's a good thing. Hi, I'm Bill Umansky, the Lawman. You've been arrested or charged with a crime, and the first court date after the initial appearance in front of the judge at the jail is usually what's called an arraignment. It's not magical. If you don't have a lawyer, you got to drag your ass down, make sure you appear on time, because if you're not on time, you get arrested. If you show up late, you get arrested. So you got to get there on time. You see the judge. They read you the charges. The judge reads you, you've been charged with X, Y, Z. How do you plead? And you should plead, like most intelligent people, not guilty. We can go into that later, but for now, you take your plea of not guilty and they assign you a new court date. But what if you happen to hire a lawyer? If you hire a lawyer, that is great. You know why? The lawyer gets you out of that arraignment and you don't have to show. And here's a little secret that a lot of lawyers don't tell you. The lawyer doesn't have to show. We file what's called a notice of appearance and a waiver of arraignment that gets both you, the client, out of your court date and us out of the court date. So when that happens, a lot of judges don't see the need to have a court date. And why is that? Because when you file that notice of appearance, we as your lawyers are already entering what's called a plea of not guilty. So you don't have to do it. You don't have to be there to verbalize, get nervous, talk to anyone. Our paper says it for you. And when we file that document, it gets us both out of the court date as well. So what the judge is going to do, instead of having an arraignment, call the case State versus Chris Smith. Chris Smith's not there. We're not there. There's a document that already says we plead not guilty that's been electronically filed with the court. There's no reason to have the court date. So what does any good judge do? They cancel the arraignment. It's not a magical thing or a bad thing. It's a good thing. You don't have to show. We don't have to show. And that's good for your case because it gives us time to work your case, be prepared on your case, talk to the prosecutor before we even ever step into court. So many of you that think that canceling a court date's bad, you're probably thinking, I paid these lawyers and they cancel the court date. So what? That's good. You don't go, we don't go, we work on your case. Second thing, the court date's canceled, the arraignment's canceled. Am I going to get a warrant for my arrest? No. We filed a document called a notice of appearance, waiver of arraignment, and a plea of not guilty that already took care of that. You're not going to jail. Just stay at work, do what you got to do, and let us handle it. Another thing some of you may be thinking about is, I hired you to take care of this, resolve it, get it dropped, enter a plea, work out an agreement. Now you canceled the arraignment. How's that going to affect me? That's not going to affect you negatively. If we show up at that first court date, usually the government, the state, the prosecutor, they don't have enough information about you. And they're usually scared to take any action. I hate to say it, I love prosecutors. I used to be a prosecutor, but a prosecutor is not going to make a flip decision when they don't have all the information. That's how prosecutors get fired or get in trouble. No, canceling that court date gives the prosecutor more time to review the file, get to know a little bit about you as a person, and have us communicate on your behalf some of the good things about you and some of the bad things about the case that may cause the state attorney to drop it or reduce it before they even go to the next court date. I hope this has been helpful. And to summarize, I just want you to know canceling a court date is not a bad thing. You and I, your lawyers, we're both not attending that court date. It's overall a great thing. If you got any other questions, you give me a call, 407-228-3838. Lawman out.